So with this pregnancy, it was so different because I was so scared to tell you. I don't think I ever told you this.
I know it can come at any time, and I've read books and stuff to watch out for postpartum depression.
There's no way. I was in complete denial. We're pregnant! We're trying to whisper because Benji is asleep and we're trying not to be so loud. So this is our second baby and it was a huge surprise and completely unexpected. So if you guys are new to my channel, we have a sweet little baby boy and we tried having a baby for about 5 years and we had to go through fertility treatments in order for us to be able to have a baby, and so through IVF we were able to have Benjamin. And so this second pregnancy came as a complete shock, and it happened 2.5 months after Benji was born. So I was only 2.5 months postpartum and we didn't find out till I think I was maybe like 2 months pregnant, right? Once I found out. Yeah, that makes sense. Because then I went to go get a check. So we're gonna share with you guys the story of how we found out, because with Benjamin we had everything planned out. I was taking medicine and we knew like the second that I was pregnant because they did like the transfer and then we had to go in for testing every other day. So we knew. So with this pregnancy, it was so different. Yep. It was actually Ricardo who thought that I was pregnant way before I even had a clue that I was. My main question is, how did you know that I was pregnant? Because he would ask me so much. I think he asked me for like 2 weeks straight. Like you were like, oh, you're pregnant. Maybe you shouldn't be eating that. Or, you know, I think you're pregnant. And I'm like,
the only reason why I said it is I don't even know how to say it right on camera because you said you missed your period. So I guess it's normal for not to have your cycle when you're breastfeeding.
Yeah.
But then she had told me, because Benji started sleeping
through the night, yeah, longer stretches.
She had your period. You had your period.
Yeah.
So
I had it 1 month. Like, I had it, 2 months after postpartum. Benjamin started to sleep through the night. Like, I would say like 6 to 8 hours, and I wasn't breastfeeding every 2 to 3 hours anymore. So it became longer stretches. And then I think that's why my period came back. Honestly, I didn't even know it was a period because I was like, I thought you're supposed to not get your cycle until you're done breastfeeding, because I was breastfeeding the whole time. So that was weird. I didn't even count it as a period, but I told Ricardo, I was like, I'm bleeding. And I was like, and it feels like a period, because that was weird. So that's true. I didn't think about that. And then that cycle is when I got pregnant.
And then you said you didn't have it after that. I was like, wait a minute. So you had it and then it stopped again. So to me that sounded like she's probably pregnant. But I mean, I guess you never know with breastfeeding. Maybe it stopped because, or she just never had it. But she said she felt like it.
I missed.
But when you had your period, we weren't sure, but you did say it felt like it. It felt like it was.
Yeah, because I had like the normal cramping. It lasted a little bit longer than usual. And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So the backstory to that is I actually went to the hospital 5 weeks after giving birth while I was nursing Benji at night, because so much blood just came out. And that's like a long story, but I ended up going to the emergency room and I stopped bleeding on my own. But it was scary enough to where it was a ton of blood. Like, it was really scary. And I guess I hemorrhaged like 5 weeks after having Benji, which is so strange. But I think that cleared the route, that like cleaned the rest of me, like the inside. I don't know. That's just my theory. I asked my OBGYN. She said it could be a possibility. And then I had my period. And then for 2 months, I didn't know that I was pregnant.
Well, she said it stopped, so I was like, wait a minute, that seems like...
You're like, so you haven't had your period for 2 months, right? That's what you said? And you were like, but you had it, so what else?
No, and then, I don't know, the ways she was out eating me, I don't know. She was eating a lot. I mean, I don't know if it's because... At first she was telling me that I guess there was background too that when you're breastfeeding, you can get like really hungry.
Yeah, because you're consuming, you need to consume a lot more calories, and your body tells you to eat more in order for you to produce the calories that you need to breastfeed. So.
But I thought that because it's already been 2 months or whatever afterwards, and she had been breastfeeding, she hadn't been eating like I don't know outrageously.
Yeah, I was eating a lot
until around that time, and like I was like, man, she's out eating me, and she's craving all kinds of foods. I think like you were just wanting all kinds of stuff. So, and she was just super emotional. I know it's super emotional having a kid, and all that stuff. But there was a period after she had her kid where she was normal, and then 2 months later, I know it can come at any time, and I've read books of stuff to watch out for postpartum depression, but this was different. So
I was crying over like he rolled over, and then I cried for like an hour because I was so happy. I was like, my baby's growing. He's doing, like, I'm so excited that he's growing, but then I'm so sad that he's growing so fast. So it was like a mix of emotions. And like every time I would hand him to Ricardo, I remember I'd go downstairs to visit you, and he would smile at me, and I would just feel so grateful like to have him. And I thought it had to do with me being tired. Because when I get really tired, I get really emotional.
Yeah, I can't remember everything, but those were the main things. I mean, she didn't believe it, so she said, stop asking me.
Yeah, well, the reason why is because, like, I want more children, obviously. We both want more children. And we tried so hard with Benji. And us going through the emotional roller coaster of having to go through IVF, I thought it was impossible. I thought that we had to go through IVF if we wanted to conceive again. So when he was like, Belinda, I think you're pregnant. Belinda, I think you're pregnant. And you kept saying it like almost every day. Or like if I had a headache.
No, I just wanted you to go get just in case.
I know, but then I was like getting excited at one point because I was like, you really think I'm pregnant? And then I would think about it, and I'm like, if I'm not pregnant, I think I'll be really, really sad. Because like, like you're getting excited, and like I don't want to disappoint you. So I went with my sister to the store, and I was talking to her.
I actually stopped telling her.
Yeah, you just stopped telling me. And then my sister started asking me.
Yeah, her sister asked one time,
yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I feel validated.
Because she's like, Belinda, are you pregnant? I honestly thought it's because I was gaining weight and I was looking chubby. And I was like, dang, just let me be chubby. Like, I just want to eat. Like, I'm okay with, like, gaining weight because I'm breastfeeding. And, like, I mean, I barely gave birth not too long ago. And then I remember one time I was washing my face, and I looked in the mirror, and I was breaking out. And that to me was like, whoa. That to me was like, okay, I need to check if I am pregnant or not. So I went shopping with my sister, and I was talking to her, and I was like, I'm breaking out, and that is so weird. Like, I have no reason to break out. And she was like, just check to see if you're pregnant. And I was like, okay, just so that Ricardo can stop telling me, and that my sister can stop telling me, just to like kind of prove them wrong. I was like, I'm just gonna go get the test because I'm getting emotionally attached to a baby that I don't even know if I'm pregnant or not. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it so they could just like stop telling me, and I can stop like getting excited like if I am or not. So I went to Walgreens, I picked up a pack. I wasn't even like, yes, I'm gonna go check. I was like, let me just prove it to them that I'm not, because I just don't want to keep thinking about it. And then I took it secretly because I was so scared to tell you. I don't think I ever told you this. I was so scared to disappoint you. And I was, because you kept telling me so much, I was like already emotionally attached.
I wasn't. I just wanted to find out.
It
was more of like finding out, like,
but like,
so you can get it out of my mind.
Thinking about it, like I remember, like it brings me back to the memories of like when we tried so many years, and I remember every single month I was so excited, and then when my period would come, like I would just like cry myself to sleep, and he would be like super excited, like, oh, it's almost gonna be time for us to check if you're pregnant, and we never took a pregnancy test because my period always came. So I was like, I'm so afraid to take this, letting you know, getting us excited, and then disappointing you with a negative test. So I was like, I'm just gonna take it myself. I didn't think about it. I didn't like plan it out. I didn't even think to record it because I was like, there's no way. and it was like in the middle of the night. You were putting Benji to sleep, and I took long, and you got suspicious, right? Because you're like, what's taking her so long?
Yeah, I kind of knew, I think.
Yeah. So I went and I checked, and I wish I would have recorded it, because the look on my face I think would have been priceless. Because like I was like, yeah, whatever, like, you know, like pee in a cup, okay, let me put it in there. And then I set it down and I went to go get like a drink of water, and I went to like turn off the lights, and then I went back in the bathroom and I saw 2 pink lines, and I was like, and that was just me for like 10 minutes. I was just like, no way. A million things were going through my head. I was like, there's just absolutely no way. I'm nursing. I'm only like, you know, a few months after having Benji. It took us forever to conceive. I was like, it has, you know what I thought right away, and I Googled immediately? I thought that the fertility drugs were still in my system. But I looked it up, and the longest that they can stay in your system is 6 weeks. So that wasn't a possibility, and I was like, there's no way. And I was like, I Googled everything. I'm like, is there a way to get a false positive? And the chances of that are not likely at all. You're most likely to get a false negative than a false positive. And then I was like, there's no way. So then Benji, I think around that time, he would wake up every 2 hours or so. So then I would wake up with him, I would rock him back to sleep. That was when he was going through like his 4-month sleep regression. And then I would go back downstairs to the bathroom and I would pee on another stick. And I'm like, maybe it was too concentrated, or maybe it's something I ate. Maybe there's a food that makes you have like a positive pregnancy test or something. And I took 4 of them, and they immediately turned like 2 lines. And then I waited, and I was just laying in my bed like next to you, and I was like, and I did not sleep that entire night. I was like, there's no way. I was in complete denial. And then I surprised you. I was like, okay, I finally came to like the realization the next day, and I was like, this is my chance to do something that I've always wanted, which was like to make it fun and cute and like surprise your husband, be like, oh my goodness, we're pregnant. And that I'm sorry, I was thinking about it. That was so awesome that we got to do that.
Yeah.
That was fun. So I did record that.
Yeah. Cue the video.
Hi there, pumpkins. You're so precious.
Today is the 20th.
Today is the 20th, and we're doing our advent calendar. Alright, so today is December 20th, and I'm pregnant. To say it out loud. I found out last night. I haven't been feeling very well, and Ricardo keeps telling me to take a pregnancy test, and last night it was positive. So today we have a scavenger hunt that we do for the Dream 5 Days of Christmas, where we get a present every day, and today's present is going to be the pregnancy test, and I can't wait for Ricardo to find out. So let's do it. All right. Okay, you can come out now. Come over here, baby. Come over here.
Oh no, I got here.
It was my turn to give you a gift. And so what I read it out loud.
The Christmas season is merry and ripe. Look where you go when you have a letter for Santa to write.
Thought about last minute was putting the pregnancy test inside of an envelope with like a card to Santa Claus from Benji, and it said, "Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is a brother or sister." And then I put the pregnancy test in there, and then I put it inside of the mailbox that's like to Santa, and it lined up perfectly because the next clues were like, where do you go to write a letter to Santa?
Am I pregnant?
Yes.
You're pregnant, baby?
Yes.
No way. You're pregnant?
I am.
What?
You're right. Yeah, I took 2 already. Can you believe it? I can have another baby. And what was going through your head? Because I think your reaction was pretty funny.
What did I do? I don't know. Shoot me now. You're pretty far along, maybe, right?
8 weeks.
How do you know?
I did the calculations in my last period. And baby will be here in July. I still can't believe it.
Before he's freaking 1 year old?
Yeah.
No way. What did we just do? Time for a bigger house. But it was awesome to see it. Like, to actually see the stick, and that's the way we found out. Yeah, it was good. It was a good way to surprise me.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was fun. I was like, I couldn't wait to do it. I woke up super early to do it. So, are my lashes coming off? And at first you were like so emotional and excited, and then you like freaked out a little bit. You're like, oh my god, we're gonna have 2 kids under one. Because
initially we thought she was further along.
Yeah.
But it turned out just a little bit later, maybe like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was trying to track it on my period, and I was like, oh my lash is definitely coming off. Oh man. I guess it was I had to take off my lashes because I cried them off. I just got too emotional. But
I cried mine on.
Benji does have your lashes. So I actually recorded a video, I think it was like 2 videos ago or something, not so long ago, talking about the second baby. But I actually pre-recorded that video a while ago because when I sponsorship with a brand, like they have to see it far in advance, and if there's like any editing that needs to be done, like it takes a while for them to get back to you. So I shot that video way before, and then come to find out like we're pregnant, which is so crazy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and just every time that I think about it, it makes me feel so emotional because I can't believe that, you know, we didn't have to struggle like we did last time.
Yeah.
And
it's
it
hard.
just
really hard.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Yeah, our plan was to wait like a year, try, like we were thought, you know, we'll try.
We just want to use protection or anything.
Yeah, we'll try and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because we know there is a chance. I always thought there was a chance, even after we were talking with the doctors, but
yeah,
didn't know. I mean, again, obviously it took us 5 years to, and we had to go through IVF, but everything for Belinda's, you know, she was healthy. There was, I mean, it was almost unexplainable as to why, but now it happened. So
that's
Benji unlocked the code. He made everything possible.
Yeah, that's amazing. And
I think the first, I think that was when I'm talking about Benji, my thought process was like, man, I hope we can make him feel special for being the firstborn. You know, we don't. I mean, the second one's gonna be special too, but I want him to you know,
feel
have his time. You know, in the sun. You know, being the firstborn.
Yeah, and like enjoy him and. Oh my god, I still can't believe it. I honestly forget, like as grateful and as I'm happy and as unbelievable as it is, because I have Benji, it's such a huge distraction. I forget half the time that I'm pregnant. It's not until I have time to myself that I remember, or if I'm feeling sick. So I will do a whole video talking more about like my symptoms or like any other questions that you guys have, because I feel like this video is going to be super long, but we just wanted to announce that we're having a second baby. Just saying it out loud is just unbelievable. I can't believe it.
It's crazy. And
I get this emotional all the time. still am so in shock. Really quick, I want to talk about the ultrasound because I was in denial that I was pregnant, even though we told all of our friends and family like super early on because we were just so excited. I made an appointment right away to go to get an ultrasound done because I was still in denial. I was like, there's just no way. Like,
no, you kept taking pregnancy tests after pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Even your sister made you take a really cheap generic one.
Yeah, and it instantly turned.
Yeah.
So I made my appointment and I was sitting on the chair and the ultrasound technician was like, oh, you know, congratulations. She's like, you know, she's making small talk, and I told her that with our firstborn, that it was through IVF. So I was like, if you see a baby in there, like, I'm gonna cry because I still can't believe that I'm pregnant. So she went ahead and she checked and she was like, oh, she's like, congratulations, there's a baby in there. And I remember up until that point, I didn't give myself the time to like really have all the emotions that I do now because I was afraid that it was a false pregnancy, even though I went to the OBGYN and then I saw the monitor and I just like started crying and I couldn't believe, and the baby was like moving around, the little heartbeat, and I just I'm sorry, I still can't believe it. I'm so happy and I'm so excited, I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited that Benji's gonna have a little sibling to grow up with, you know? We know the gender. We'll be doing that video too, sharing with you guys what we're having. I'm so excited. Okay, enough crying. I think I gotta go now before I just like cry all my makeup off. But we're just so excited to let you guys know, and thank you for following us along in our journey. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Muchos besos. Mwah. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I didn't even say how many weeks I was. Did I? No.
I don't know.
15 weeks. Here's a little bump shot. Okay.